Someone says offhand to the Caliph of Egypt, "The king of Mosul has a concubine like no other, more beautiful than I can describe. She looks like this." He draws her likeness on paper. The Caliph drops his cup. Immediately he sends his captain to Mosul with an army of thousands. The siege goes on for a week with many casualties. The walls and the towers unsteady, as soft as wax. The king of Mosul sends an envoy. "Why this killing? If you want the city, I will leave and you can have it. If you want more wealth, that's even easier." The captain takes out the piece of paper with the girl's picture on it. "This." The strong king of Mosul is quick to reply, "Lead her out. The idol belongs with the idolator." When the captain sees her, he falls in love like the Caliph. Don't laugh at this. This loving is also part of infinite love, without which the world does not evolve. Objects move from inorganic to vegetation, to selves endowed with spirit through the urgency of every love that wants to come to perfection. This captain thinks the soil looks fertile, so he sows his seed. Sleeping, he sees the girl in a dream. He makes love to her image, and his semen spurts out. After a while he begins to wake. Slowly, he senses the girl is not there. "I have given my seed into nothing. I shall put this tricky woman to a test." A leader who is not captain of his body is not one to be honored, with his semen spilled so in the sand. Now he loses all control. He doesn't care about the Caliph or about dying. "I am in love," he says. Do not act in such heat. Take counsel with a master. But the captain couldn't. His infatuation is a black water wave carrying him away. Something that doesn't exist makes a phantom appear in the darkness of a well, and the phantom itself becomes strong enough to throw actual lions into the hole. More advice. It is dangerous to let other men have intimate connections with the women in your care. Cotton and fire sparks, those are together. Difficult, almost impossible to quench. The captain does not return straight to the Caliph, but instead camps in a secluded meadow. Blazing, he can't tell ground from sky. His reason is lost in a drumming sound. Worthless radish and son of a radish. The Caliph himself, a gnat, nothing. But just as this cultivator tears off the woman's pants and lies down between her legs, his penis moving straight to the mark, there's a great tumult and a rising cry of soldiers outside the tent. He leaps up with his bare bottom shining and runs out, scimitar in hand. A black lion from a nearby swamp has gotten in among the horses. Chaos. The lion jumping 20 feet in the air, tents billowing like an ocean. The captain quickly approaches the lion, splits his head with one blow, and now he's running back to the woman's tent. When he stretches out her beauty again, his penis goes even more erect. The engagement, the coming together, is as with the lion. His penis stays erect all through it, and it does not scatter semen feebly. The beautiful one is amazed at his virility. Immediately, with great energy, she joins with his energy, and their two spirits go out from them as one. Whenever two are linked this way, there comes another from the unseen world. It may be through birth, if nothing prevents conception, but a third does come when two unite in love or in hate. The intense qualities born of such joining appear in the spiritual world. You will recognize them when you go there. Your associations bear progeny. Be careful, therefore. Wait and be conscious before you go to meet anyone. Remember, there are children to consider. Children you must live with and tend to. Born of your emotions with another. Entities with a form and speech and a place to live. They are crying to you even now. You have forgotten us. Come back. Be aware of this. A man and a woman together always have a spiritual result. The captain was not so aware. He fell and stuck like a gnat in a pot of buttermilk, totally absorbed in his love affair. Then, just as suddenly, he's uninterested, He tells the woman, "Don't say a word of this to the Caliph." He takes her there, and the Caliph is smitten. She's 100 times more beautiful than he's imagined. A certain man asks an eloquent teacher, "What is true and what is false?" "This is false. A bat hides from the sun, not from the idea of the sun. It's the idea that puts fear in the bat and leads it deeper into the cave. You have an idea of an enemy that attaches you to certain companions. Moses, the inner light of revelation, lit up the top of Sinai, but the mountain could not hold that light. Don't deceive yourself that way. Having the idea is not living the reality of anything. There's no courage in the idea of battle. The bathhouse wall is covered with pictures and much talk of heroism. Try to make an idea move from ear to eye. Then your woolly ears become as subtle as fibers of light. Your whole body becomes a mirror, all eye and spiritual breathing. Let your ear lead you to your lover. So the Caliph is mightily in love with this girl. His kingdom vanishes like lightning. If your loving is numb, know this. When what you own can vanish, it's only a dream, a vanity, breath through a mustache. It would have killed you. There are those that say nothing lasts. They are wrong. Every moment they say, if there were some other reality, I would have seen it. I would know about it. Because a child doesn't understand a chain of reasoning, should adults give up being rational? If reasonable people don't feel the presence of love within the universe, that doesn't mean it's not there. Joseph's brothers did not see Joseph's beauty, but Jacob never lost sight of it. Moses at first saw only a wooden staff, but to his other seeing, it was a viper and a cause of panic. Eyesight is in conflict with inner knowing. Moses' hand is a hand and a source of light. These matters are as real as the infinite is real, but they seem religious fantasies to some. To those who believe only in reality of the sexual organs and the digestive tract. Don't mention the friend to those. To others, sex and hunger are fading images, and the friend is more constantly, solidly here. Let the former go to their church, and we'll go to ours.